Hello.
Hi there.
Welcome to Tiffany's. I decided to host an event at Tiffany. So welcome to the Breakfast at Tiffany event I'm hosting. Where's Bryle? Bryle is here.
Hi everyone.
This is our Breakfast at Tiffany's event.
We made it happen. This has been a secret.
We made it happen. This has been a secret and now it's out and now you know, so stay tuned for the next one.
Yes.
Love ya. You want to say hi? Hey! So what do you have to say about this event?
What I have to say is that we are absolutely excited to host beautiful, amazing ladies into the Blue Book,
Just
which
like
we're
you.
so excited.
Thank you.
I'm learning from you. Look at you, fabulous lady. And it's just an amazing celebration for life and for the Blue Book and the Tiffany family.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Collection.
Oh my God.
Over to Elsa party area.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
So as you can see here, we also have
Oh my goodness,
earrings. This beautiful model.
Actually model.
She's also wearing
really
it with the gold bone cuff on her wrist. Stunning.
That is really gorgeous.
Really beautiful.
So we're at Tiffany's, everybody. Come here and get your jewelry on.
Yes.
What's up, you?
Jade, and
she
then
picks
I'm
this.
gonna put on the ring, and I've got another little bracelet, so we're gonna go for this kind of like
What is this?
Continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. Kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your back bay flat.
Welcome to the Blue Box Boston.
Yes.
We're so happy and excited to have you here. This journey has been very long, but it's been so comforting. So I'm so excited to have everyone here.
I'm just so happy that everyone was able to make it. I love Tiffany so much and I love Bryle.
We have the honors of wearing one of them, the Hardware Collection. So the Hardware Collection is inner strength, bold beauty, inner confidence. The inspiration of the collection is the scaffolding, the links of the scaffolding of the Brooklyn Bridge. So imagine the bridge, carries so many cars and so many people every day, just thinking about how strong it is. But also it can be the inner strength that you have within yourself as well. When I wear my Tiffany hardware, it reminds me of where I came from. I was born in the Philippines and how far I've come along. So when having a crappy day, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you made it this far, there's nothing else that you can not make. So that is my confidence, my Tiffany hardware. Next collection, of course, is gonna be a visionaire, woman empowerment, Miss Elsa Peretti. Elsa Peretti was one of our favorite designers that we have. Because back in the days, jewelry was meant to be gifted from man to woman, but she wanted to be buying it for yourself. So when it first got released, her collection sold out within hours, and it's been one of the most powerful collections that we've had here at Tiffany's. The last collection we're going to show you is Mr. Jean Schlumberger. He was our president, a jeweler, and he has now become our stylist and also how we became. He is mostly showcased by the Bird of the Rock brooch, but he has expanded into, of course, the 16 stone collection. The best thing about this collection is when we look at each other is family. So the excess represent his family. So his family has a well-known history of being textile workers. But then you also have the bird brooch, the wings, everything that is all nature inspired as well. So we're so excited to have you come over to our Magnolia room and see a couple of the curated pieces for you guys as well.
very cool. So this is one of the signature pieces that I bought.
So I was just mentioning how the shapes of the texture of the snake itself are in the shapes of little beans, because they represent each a little seed of life, fresh start, new beginnings, and good luck. But the whole concept came about because Elsa was befriended by a Texasman who basically gave her one as a talisman for good luck. So it took on a whole different theme when she kind of sculpted her own piece and brought it into the jewelry world. And so there's a lot of good luck going on.
Because we don't have a bird on the rock brooch, it's going to be the wings collection and the bird collection by Jean Schlumberger, taking the bird itself out of the rock and having its own movements. So we have single motifs, double motifs, turning fine high jewelry and being able to access it in fine jewelry as well. Now, what's a fun fact about this collection is we just went to Cumberland, Rhode Island about a month and a half ago. And a lot of people don't know this, but a couple of collections are made in Rhode Island. So just a little an hour away. And there are a couple people that do create the birds there. And being able to create the bird is a level 5 jeweler, which means you have to be in your position for about 10 years. So I think they only promote like maybe 5 people a year to become a level 5 jeweler. So not a lot of people are able to touch or create pieces like this, which is amazing. But the one thing that I really liked about being there is you get to see a different perspective of Tiffany's. Not just the beautiful jewelry or the silver pieces as well, but the people that are making it. You can see their hands so dirty and being so particular on what they do. And when you talk to them about what they're making, there's just this passion that comes through that is so addicting that you get to talk about it with your clients every day here. Then it's kind of like a full circle moment, You get to connect the jewelers that make the pieces, but then also us who are kind of like the representatives of the pieces as well. But hopefully soon we will be able to open that up in the future and we get to tour the facility as well, and see our jewelers make some pieces.
And is that where they make the trophies also?
Yes. So Tiffany's is also very well known for making a lot of the sports trophies, from the Vince Lombardi for the NFL, the NBA, F1 as well. I think the only sports trophy that we don't make is NHL, because it's one trophy that they recycle every year. But they do the metal cast workings right there in Cumberland, and just seeing the replicas, the originals of it as well.
And everybody gets a little piece of that bird on a rock with them, and celebrating wherever life takes us and the journeys we take, or where we land, where we're going to. You'll notice the birds each have a fun little gesture to them, their own personalities. Every single one is different. They are incredible works of art. But the original piece was created for Bunny Mellon, who was an art collector, a philanthropist, an amazing horticulturalist. She designed the Rose Garden at the White House, if you didn't know that. But Bunny and Schlumberger had this really amazing relationship, and she was really one of his muses. She had this passion for nature, as did Schlumberger. They're both avid travelers, and Schlumberger actually had a second home in Guadeloupe, which is where he would just hang out and watch these amazing, paradise birds just come into play, and kind of land next to him, like, what is that, When you look at some of his pieces, he has a very kind of fantastical approach to things. So you think you kind of know what something is, you're like, well, maybe it's not that, maybe it's this. So it's always out for a little interpretation. But again, it's all about that whimsy, that sense of exploration, and that uniqueness that he was able to kind of create in this. He was always known as an incredible draftsman. There is a little thing that we say he sketched with pencil and metal, and then colored with beautiful gems. And then he really forced the craftsmen at Tiffany's to level up, to be able to create these pieces and to engineer them the way they are today. So that's why the master level craftsmen really come into play. It takes years and years to be able to work on his pieces, because they can't be done by machine.